Well, I think we're just going to ignore that and carry right on. So today we'll be playing a bit of the Long Dark. I have worked 48 hours in the last week, 50 maybe. I'm knackered. As a result, I'm not going to play the tutorial. We're just going to go straight in. So I think I've got the audio settings okay. I mean, not perfect, but you know, we live and we learn. I'm not in the mood for something particularly difficult today, so we're gonna go easy mode. If you know me, I always play on easy mode. Pleasant Valley for advanced players. Well, I don't know that that sounds very pleasant, really, but Mystery Lake, ideal for new players. Let's go there. How long can you survive? Probably not very long. No lists of things to be done, the day providential to itself, the hour, there is no later, this is later. All things of grace and beauty, such as that one holds into one's heart, have a common provenance in pain, their birth in grief and ashes. I think I've read The Road. I don't remember. Yeah, sure, take it, why not? Oh, okay. I feel like this seems an okay place.
Still eat this.
Thank you. Shut up. This seems like an okay place to pitch up. You know, I can't. I can't see a reason why. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm missing something.
That'll come in handy.
One revolver cartridge. What do you plan to do? Shoot yourself? Oh, oh god. Hooray, we got
Wonder
that
who owns
open.
this stuff.
A rifle cartridge, cash, revolver. That's great. I'm just making sure I'm like not missing a hatchet or something really important. So let's get rid of these because they're not very good in the cold. No point carrying them if they're not going to do us any good. I think we've got everything we can get out of that cabin, so let's just take a look outside. So, you can't jump. Which I'll admit makes things a little bit more difficult. I'm just getting enough stuff so that I'm able to start fire if I need to. What's in here? Won't say no to firewood. And under here. From the last very short time I played this, I vaguely remember that that little icon in the top of the screen with the shield is that you're shielded from the wind. Which, as far as I know, becomes important during storms because you don't lose as much heat. Have we got a map? Okay, that's a very helpful map. Let's scale that hill and see if we can see a building. The problem is when it gets colder we'll need to fire it inside. Unless I've just made that up. Which I may have, but needing a fire inside means that we'll need... Oh, sorry, I've gone hill too fast. I think that's what that red means. Sorry, Survivor Man. My bad. Okay, there's something right up there. I don't know if that's a good thing to aim for. Some sort of storm lookout or something. I am gonna injure myself climbing on these rocks. I think let's head over there.
This'll come in handy.
So you can read the books. The only problem is it means time, but that's fine. I can cope with that. A hatchet. Oh yeah. Means we can cut firewood. So I'm still gonna head that lookout. Oh, I've lost sight of it, which doesn't bode well. I think it was in this direction. What if I just walk in this direction and see what we get? That looks like something man-made over there. Might head over this way. So the problem is in my eyes, the temperature is going to drop very sharply when it gets to nighttime. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I'm working off logic here and I've been displeased by the same logic. Which means... I can't even see the sun to tell you what time of day it is. Well, okay. Let's go by my tiredness. Which is dropping. But it's fine for now. Just need to keep half an eye on it because I don't want to end up falling asleep out in the open because I'm pretty sure I will freeze to death. A train? Do you think we can get through the tunnel? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I can fit through there. More firewood, don't mind if I do. Oh, we're going somewhere. Nice. I'm not gonna get hit by a train, right? My dad is big into trains, and he always used to tell me that if the tracks are shiny, it means the tracks are used, and if they're rusty, it means that they're not often used. Which, I mean, he was right. We used to go out and sit on a bridge above the rail line where I used to live and watch them go by. I'll start putting a spoon into my bag whenever I go to work so I can stir my tea and coffee. And when I was younger I read what I really quite liked, A Day in the Life of Ivan Rizinich. I think that's how you pronounce that. And he used to keep a spoon in his shoe in the gulags that he'd made out of wire himself, and engraved, and he wishes to keep that on him. I used to think, why would you need a spoon? Why would you need a spoon? What would you need to keep a spoon for? And then the other day I realised now I do. I'm very acutely aware that we have no shelter here if the storm rolls in or something. Unless one of these is like upturned. Or whatever that is in the distance. But I don't really want to be walking away from what's my single trail of human life when I don't know how far it could be until the next one. First aid kit.
Never
Not
would
gonna
have
say
thought to
no.
look here.
Shut up. Sewing kit. Okay. Ah. This isn't bad. I could pitch up here, I think. At least for now.
Wonder if this is any good to eat.
I feel like I should focus on my cooking skill. Oh, a map. I have turned the voice of a character off because I was finding him extremely annoying. I don't know whether that'll impact the story, but I also don't really care. I know I said I was going to pitch up there, but the urge to just follow the rails is quite strong. Like, they're not just going to stop in the middle of nowhere. They're not just going to stop. Should I be concerned about the fact the music has just started? No, it's probably fine. My thinking is that the rails are not just going to stop in the middle of nowhere. There will be a station, or there will be a building, or a tunnel, or something. I don't really know what the aim of this game is. I don't really know whether I'm looking for a way out of this peninsula bit, but still, I'd rather sleep in an actual building than, like, you can't even see it anymore, the fog's coming down. Is it safe to walk out on the ice? Am I going to fall through? I can't hear, like, cracking. I don't know, like, is this a fear of mine? Is this some kind of something I worry about? Like, being stranded in the middle of nowhere? That's where we are, the middle. That's something, look at that. That's something that's close enough I could find my way back. So let's go and have a look at that. That's an animal. Is it? That's a carcass. I don't want to meet whatever ravaged that, let's be honest about that one. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. The ice can crack. The ice can crack. Oh my god. I, I can I run across there? I'm gonna run for it. I'm gonna run for it. I'm gonna run for it. This is gonna end perfectly. Okay. I made it. And there's fucking nothing here. That's a human skeleton. Okay. I want to get back onto the railway tracks, so let's just run for it again. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break, please. Okay. So I was right in my instinct that the ice could break. I'm kind of disturbed that I was right in my instinct there. Ooh, go on, you've got to be careful. I'll sprain my ankle or something. I'm like particularly tired. I'm looking at that meter and I'm like, I don't like that. I don't know if I can fit through here. No. Okay, that works for me. Ideally, I want a shelter right about now. But I'm guessing that I want doesn't get. Oh, there's a tunnel. There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel. We're seriously gonna have to consider where we can find a shelter in a minute. So, at a pinch, there is some shelter for the wind under these trees, but I really don't want to because I don't know if there are like bears or something. Knowing my luck, there would be. Oh. Oh no. I drank some coffee and now I'm fine. I feel you. Okay, a landslide. Potentially we can get round it. This feels really sketchy. I think if I slip and I fall, it's over for me. Like, it's really over. Okay. We need to... Oh, okay. That's fine. That's not nearly as bad as it could have been. Oh, God. Okay. We need to stop. Okay. So we've bandaged both of our things. Pain. I think you'll be fine with a bit of pain, really. The rest of us have to be. Ah, that's a person. Well, you showed up with running shoes to the wilderness, so I don't really know how you're expecting that one to end. We really need a shelter. My problem is I fear we're getting to somewhere that's very untouched. It's also just river. And I don't know how much I actually want to be running around on the ice. Okay, so it is night. Visibility is shit over nothing, as we say. I think I just need to find somewhere in the rock that's a little bit sheltered from the wind. The problem is finding that. Okay. So here is. I don't feel very safe. But I think risking the chance of some kind of animal attack might be safer than it is to be fumbling over the ice at night because I can't see anything. It just depends if I can get my roll down, which I can. So I think that is good night.